Hello there. Welcome to Kids Grow. I'm Christine Fishbach and I'm the Program Director. The purpose of this video slideshow is to give you an overview of the Kids Grow Childcare and Preschool program. Kids Grow will provide affordable childcare while maintaining Christian beliefs within each community we serve. Kids Grow will coordinate individual needs for every child while staffing each classroom appropriately. All children will be treated as part of the Kids Grow extended family by staffing an exceptional level of qualified, caring, loving, patient, faithful, and trustworthy staff. Kids Grow will teach and support its children to live a Christ-centered life by understanding just who Jesus Christ is and how our Savior lived his life. A Christ-centered philosophy led by an extraordinary level of talented staff, making a difference within the community we serve. Our Kids Grow culture begins with an individual commitment from every employee. Each employee prioritizes our Kids Grow culture platform first, before doing anything else, while holding ourselves and each other accountable to this standard every day. We are here to serve every child, every parent, and every employee. Who we are: servants committed to each other, our families, our churches, and our communities. We promise to be loving, caring, patient, trustworthy, and faithful under all circumstances. As an employee of Kids Grow, you will receive the position statement of NAEYC, the National Association for the Education of Young Children, Code of Ethical Conduct, and Statement Commitment. After receiving this document, you will read it and then you will sign that you have received and read the NAEYC Ethical Code of Conduct and agree to implement the NAEYC Code of Conduct at Kids Grow. In July 2019, Kids Grow entered the Parent Aware rating process. Parent Aware is a framework for quality best practices that supports school readiness. The preparation for this begins with infants, toddlers, and ends in preschool. By participating in Parent Aware, we agree to go above and beyond basic health and safety requirements by demonstrating our training and use of the practices that best prepare children for kindergarten. Each star rating builds on the next, helping us take our quality to the next level. Parent Aware uses a house to represent quality teaching and learning practices that support children's school readiness. Each aspect makes up a different part: the foundation, the door, pillars, siding, roof, and shingle. Parent Aware offers support to all of our Kids Grow programs during this rating process. The ultimate goal of these practices, shown in the visual of the house, is to provide individualized teaching and learning for every child. You may be asked to create a Develop membership. The Develop membership is a way for Parent Aware to monitor all classes that are taken, so that each individual gets credit for their own professional development. The DEVELOP is a database for the Minnesota Quality Improvement and Registry tool. It is used by the Minnesota Department of Human Services to track all professional development classes. By creating a DEVELOP membership, you have created a personal account that will house all in-service classes that you take. Since this is a professional development membership, you will also have perks that come with this membership. They will come directly to you as being a part of the DEVELOP program. KidsGrow is delighted to provide quality program for infants, toddlers, and preschool. The KidsGrow Child Care Program aligns with the Minnesota Early Learning Standards for birth to preschool. These are also known as the ESEPs. As part of the Parent Aware rating process, we intentionally follow the ESEPs with all of our programming. Our KidsGrow calendar year starts in September and goes through the end of May. Programming continues during the summer months by offering summer camps for infants, toddlers, and preschool. Let's take a look at our program components. By working at a licensed child care center, it is your responsibility to uphold all Rule 3 licensing standards. If you have questions regarding these standards, please see your director. Each classroom has learning centers or discovery areas per Rule 3 requirements. Such centers may include music, library, arts and crafts, manipulatives, large motor, science, math, and sensory, to name a few. We want children to be engaged. By changing learning centers on a regular basis, you will be able to keep the children engaged and happy within your classroom. You saw in a previous slide that KidsGrow has monthly thematic units. Your director will receive an electronic copy of the thematic unit approximately 7 days before the month it is to be implemented. Let's take a deeper dive into the components that you will receive. Program notes. The program notes is a letter from me that will explain the monthly theme. It will give you additional information about any YouTube links that you need to access, Pinterest boards, and curriculum details. Parent calendar. This is a parent calendar. There are 3 parent calendars: infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. It is the responsibility of the lead teacher of each classroom to make sure their parents receive the appropriate calendar for their class each month. In addition, these calendars are uploaded to our KidsGrow website. This calendar contains many components. 1, for Minnesota licensing, Rule 3, and for 2, Parent Aware. For licensing, this calendar may be substituted for a lesson plan that needs to be hung in your classroom on the bulletin board. However, do not mistake this calendar as your teacher lesson plan. Your teacher lesson plans are more detailed and give specifics about the activities on the calendar. Keep in mind, this is a snapshot of what is happening in each age group. It is not a substitute for your lesson plan that you will use to teach the children. This parent calendar is a great talking point for parents, as they know what is happening in their child's classroom each day. For Parent Aware, we have the ESEPs, Early Childhood Indicators of Progress, written across the top of each calendar. There are 2 activities that go with those ESEPs each day. That is a requirement for Parent Aware. Parent engagement activities are printed in red. For instance, show and tell. That's an indicator to parents that they need to do something special for their child before bringing them to school that day. Kids Grow Cares activities are printed in green. These are activities promoting faith, family, friends, health, and well-being. Our monthly Bible theme is also listed on these calendars, in addition to numbers, colors, and shapes for the month. Of course, this is differentiated according to age groups. It is the responsibility of the lead teacher of each classroom to implement all the activities listed on the calendar for their age group. The details about the activities are in the lesson plans. Teacher lesson plans. Okay, now this is the preschool lesson plan, not to be confused by the preschool calendar, which is given to parents, and it also serves as a licensing requirement when it's hung in your classroom. They use that as the lesson plan. As Kids Grow teachers, teaching our Kids Grow curriculum program, you will use this as your lesson plan. So it takes what's on the calendar and gives more description on how to facilitate the activity, and also there may be more activities listed in the lesson plans that can possibly fit on the calendar. So a couple things about the lesson plan is you will notice that the activities are in bold. If there is a plus after the activity, that means it's a Pinterest activity. So on the iPads, there's an app for Pinterest. You would go to that app under the We Grow Pinterest account. You would find your age group, this would be preschool. You'd find November board, and you would find an activity that has a plus by it. So sign language is on that board, painting with acorns is on that board, and it looks like that's about all that we would find for this week on that Pinterest board. When you're doing the activities, you will need materials. The materials are listed on the bottom of the rectangle. Their activities are either in red, green, or black. Each one designates where it would come from, either from an Amazon order, donations from parents, or something that is supplied in the center. Note, please look ahead for items that are listed in green so that you have weeks in advance notice to ask for those donations from parents. All right, so we read to the children every day. You will notice that on the lesson plan, it does not say read to the children. That is because as a teacher, it is the expectation that children are read to every day from a physical book. We also have electronic books, like I said, on our YouTube channel that you can use on the iPads to show stories to the children. That does not substitute reading an actual book to children. The book does not necessarily have to go with the theme. After reading a book, please follow up with the comprehension questions. For toddlers, it's short yes and no answer questions. For preschoolers, it's questions that begin with why, how, what, where, tell me about. That way we know children are truly understanding what they are reading. You will see the ESEPs written on the right of the lessons. And that's about it. Bible curriculum lesson plans. Kids Grow will teach and support children to live a Christ-centered life by understanding just who Jesus Christ is and how our Savior lived his life. This is supported in the teacher lesson plans. At least 3 times a week, you will be implementing activities that include the beginner's Bible stories. Depending on the age group that you are teaching, you'll have a version applicable for preschool and one for infant and toddlers. If you do not have a Bible in your classroom, please see your director. Large motor calendar. All right, now this is a large motor calendar. Every Kids Grow center has a large motor space, which is awesome for those days that it's too cold to get outside or it's rainy during the summer. During warmer months, many of the activities on this large motor calendar will actually be applicable to going outside. For the winter months, we try to keep them specific for inside. Using that large motor space in your building, you can see that there are activities that are done in that space. Each day of the week has a specific activity. It is part of the curriculum that the teacher implements the activity with the children in that large motor space. The large motor space is not meant to be a free-for-all every day. However, explore and free play is okay as long as you are additionally planning to do the activity that is listed on the calendar for that day. If you see that you are missing items that you need in order to do any of the activities on the calendar, please let your director know. For large motor YouTube days, you may go to our Kids Grow YouTube channel and find the large motor playlist. You may choose any of the activities or games in that list to do with the children. If it requires a visual, your director has the capabilities to have a plug that will go from an HDMI to your iPad so that you can bring it up on a larger screen. Supporting activity pages. Each month, you will receive supplemental activity sheets. Your director should copy one of each for you. These sheets may have cutting activities, large motor activities, fine motor activities, and Bible activities. You will know when to use them as it is noted within your curriculum. Supplies. Here is a monthly program materials list. You will find your school at the top, and on the left-hand side states the materials. If I ordered a material for you, you will see the quantity corresponding to your center. In the description, you will also see an I, a T, or a P. That designates where that supply will be used. Please cross-reference your order with the activities and the supplies that you need to carry those out. If you do not see that item that has been ordered for you, please talk to your director immediately. Technology. The technology that is provided to you in the classroom is the iPad. The iPad is another teaching tool. You can access our Kids Grow curriculum channel through an app on your iPad. We use this curriculum channel for books, movies, Bible, large motor, and various specific activities that you will be doing in your classrooms. You may only be logged into this channel while in your Kids Grow classroom. Our Kids Grow curriculum channel supports approved content that you may use with the children. Also on your iPads is the app for Pinterest. KidsGrow has a specific WeGrow account. In the WeGrow account, you will see many of the activities that are listed on the lesson plans. You will be directed to this account and the board with the specific activity for further details. Located on page 6 of your employee handbook is the email and device privacy policy. The use of the iPads in your classroom fall directly underneath this device policy. I'm an employee of KidsGrow, and I communicate with others how I expect to be communicated to. We are here to serve every child, parent, and fellow employee. Who we are: servants committed to each other. We promise to be loving, caring, patient, faithful, and trustworthy under all circumstances.